What stresses you out the most this time of year? Your coworkers? A new CBS This Morning survey. We're just playing about I'm still stuck on the tree. Our new CBS, see, I don't tend to let things go. Our new CBS This Morning survey on our website has some answers. Some say it's a flaw. We asked, what is the biggest stress factor in your holiday plans? Family tops the list with 26%. That's followed by shopping for gifts with 24%. That can be stressful. Number 3, time management at 23%. So Tony Schwartz, we asked him to come back, Tony. He created the Energy Project to help people and businesses become more productive. So, Tony, welcome back.
Thank you.
Were you surprised that family topped the list?
I wasn't, although I'm surprised. I think it's a change in our culture that people acknowledge it. It's probably always been true, but it's a very mixed time, and we kind of hate to acknowledge that. We go in hoping and assuming that it's going to be wonderful and relaxing and reconnecting, and then often all that stuff that goes back 30 years arises.
Yeah. You make a really important point, though, as you have this time off, perhaps, for the Thanksgiving holiday, to make a list of the things you want to do and schedule those, that will help deal with stress.
Well, I mean, I just think scheduling what you want to do helps anything.
I
because
do too, Tony. That's exactly the point.
Yeah, because we're under such an immense and endless demand that what you keep doing is defaulting to the urgent and not doing the important. So if you really want to do something, you probably have to schedule it, even if it sounds spontaneous.
And prioritize.
And that is the prioritizing, is recognizing that in this world, prioritizing is probably at the top of your list.
In our survey, 36% polled said they will be checking work email at least once a day, while 16% say they'll be checking it constantly during the Thanksgiving weekend. That's not helpful.
Isn't that incredibly depressing?
Yeah.
To think that, that 50% of people feel compelled to check email and 16% all the time. It's an addiction, and the only way to resist it, and this is true generally, but the only way to resist it during this period is to literally turn it off.
Why do you have to? But why do you turn it off? Why do you need to turn it off?
Really turn off from work? Really?
How can you turn off from work? Well, you're not here, so why wouldn't you choose? Why wouldn't you choose some periods to really fully refuel? So even if it's not the whole day, why not 2 hours,
but why
4
not
hours?
just let it? It seems to me the answer is don't let it stress you out, whatever it is.
Well, that's more easily said than done, isn't it? Because
well, if you have the right attitude, it's not.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, there's no question. Yeah, well, listen, you've been doing this a long time, so you obviously have the right attitude. But I really do think that if you don't give yourself the opportunity to disconnect, then you are progressively running down the system. And we are not machines. We're humans. And we got to start treating ourselves less like machines and more like people.
When it comes to spending time with family, 51% said they're really excited about it. But you say it's also important to manage expectations.
Well, just as we started, you come in, you expect things to be fine, and then your cousin shows up drunk, and you know your mother says the same thing she said to you when you were 4 and 8 and 12.
And someone in the family says, you know, I would have actually cooked the turkey this way, or I would have done it this way.
Absolutely. So I really do think it helps to say to yourself, you know what? This is going to play both ways. There are going to be moments that are wonderful, and there are going to be moments that are awful. And if you go in with that, recognition, then the likelihood is that you're not going to, or there's less likelihood you're going to explode.
We have a tradition where at dinner we have everyone write down what they're grateful for, and fold it up and put it in a hat.
Listen, Thanksgiving, giving thanks. This is an incredibly important opportunity. There's a saying in psychology: bad is stronger than good. That we tend to focus on the bad and under-recognize the good.
Yeah.
This is a real opportunity to do that.
Focus on the good. Tony Schwartz, you were great. Love it.
Hey, and as usual, Nora, extraordinary.
Go to CBSThisMorning.com to take our holiday stress survey. And if you have questions about how to unplug, Tony is heading to answer your questions on our Facebook page, facebook.com/CBS This Morning.